What's happening there, Reject Nation? We're gonna watch today from new Rockstars Chthon confirmed, Darkhold clues, and Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness trailer, guys. Hit leave that like if you can, subscribe to new Rockstars if you wish to. I encourage you to. Let's get to it, people.
Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Erik Voss, and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness has revealed major clues and promo footage in high-quality versions of the official poster. The lurking demon Chthon, the original author of the Darkhold, the artifact that now seems to be the key to Wanda Maximoff's role in this film, and this film's final battle on what we think is Wandas Mountain. All of these details that we thought were just forgotten loose ends from WandaVision, but now upon rewatch are critical to the biggest crossover event in MCU history. So I'm gonna connect all these dots, well, actually reconnect them, because turns out I was right to be so goddamn obsessed with that animal head in Agatha's basement. So the official poster for this film, filled with hidden sightings of possible cameos. One additional sighting that we overlooked until a high-res version of this poster came out recently, a broken piece of glass right in the middle, is this fanged monster with a mouth and eyes and flesh matching the appearance of Chthon.
Yeah. Damn.
Chthon!
Wait a minute, though. I mean, the eyes looks a little bit more fishy.
Yeah.
Like a Cthulhu.
Like a fish elder god, yeah, for sure. It's got a little bit of Megatron's vibe too, you know? But it definitely looks organic and not robot.
Yeah, it's not gonna look 100% the same. Adapted to real life.
Don't at me if you pronounce it Chthon or Chonathan or Chthon Jacobs Euphoria Psycho. This is a fictional name written on the pages of comics based on Lovecraftian demonic names with way too few vowels whose real pronunciations would actually cause your brain to explode if you heard them. So let's just stick with Chthon. Thanks. Chthon is known as the original author of the Darkhold and the demon who originally cursed Wanda Maximoff with her witchcraft powers when she was born. And the fact that he shows up on this poster is no coincidence considering all the new clues that we are uncovering from trailer footage pointing to the Darkhold, Wanda's MCU origin, and the witchcraft elements from WandaVision. The TV spot and online trailers show different moments of Wanda and America Chavez in this mysterious temple. The back wall resembles the page in the Darkhold that depicted the Scarlet Witch. With outward pointed triangles and a sunburst pattern. Wavy lines laid over from the Scarlet Witch's hair, and below other circles inlaid with sharp geometric angles. America leaps off an altar engraved with a horned animal head, like the animal head on the wall of Agatha's dungeon. Looks like a ram. You may remember how I interpreted it as the satanic symbol of Baphomet, but this curved horned animal is important because it also shows up on the cover of the Darkhold. Two animal heads, long horns curved around, as above, so below. Chthon is often depicted with huge curved horns protruding from his head, just like this. Therefore, this location is
Tim Curry and legend
to the Darkhold, likely the place it was written, which in Marvel lore is a chamber on Wandas Mountain. Other shots in the online trailer and the TV spot show this blizzardy mountainous location with a shadowy structure on a nearby peak. I think that is the exterior of this temple, the chamber known as the Darkhold, which gave the spellbook its name. In the comics, Wandas Mountain was where in ancient times Chthon, who was the eldest dark sorcerer on Earth, inscribed all of his arcane knowledge on scrolls made from indestructible parchment, and then he left to another realm known as the Flickering Realms, or Calais. Then, over the centuries, any human who came across the parchment gave up their souls for its power and eventually bound it together into a single volume book, calling it the Darkhold. Meanwhile, Chthon, now a demonic spiritual presence, remained dormant in Wandas Mountain.
Okay, but wait a minute. Is the implication that Chthon will be like a central character or main villain, or just some presence that's alluded to? Because if Chthon is actually on the poster for this, that would indicate that he's going to be an actual character that shows up in here. But from everything we're seeing in the trailer, I feel like it would just be like a scene, the kind of thing you like build up for a while and then eventually you get like one scene of it. And this would be like a lot of backstory you would have to unfold. I'm sure they would like minimalize it so it's not overshadowing the whole experience. But with everything we're already seeing in this one trailer, I'm like, there's so much to absorb here right now.
Yeah, and it seems like a significant enough character to introduce to where you wouldn't want to just cram it all into one movie, because then you run the risk of him just being a regular old baddie who's going to be vanquished and gone by the next one. I feel like it would be some kind of introductory sort of creeping around the margins thing.
I'm hoping it's not like a Prometheus ending is what I'm kind of alluding to.
We'll get all the answers next time, guys.
The leading to the modern era, in which the High Evolutionary Herbert Wyndham, a geneticist villain highly expected to appear in Guardians Volume 3, maybe Chukuri Iwuji's character, used Wundagore Mountain as the home for his lab where he bred human-animal hybrids called the New Men, and it was here where a woman named Magda gave birth to twins Wanda and Pietro Maximoff, and the spirit of Chthon imbued his chaos magic into the infant Wanda. So while Wanda Maximoff has always been considered a Marvel mutant, this curse from Chthon has always been considered the origin of her sorcery. Now, the WandaVision series hinted at this backstory several times. In the episode 8 flashback, Wanda stopped the Stark Warhead from exploding using low-level magic that she already had years before her Infinity Stone exposure.
Did you stop that bomb?
What?
Used a probability hex.
And when Agatha read the Scarlet Witch prophecy from the Darkhold, it explicitly mentioned that the Scarlet Witch was not born naturally, but an intentional post-birth curse.
The Scarlet Witch is not born, she is forged. She has no coven, no need for incantation. Your power exceeds that of the Sorcerer Supreme. It's your destiny to destroy the world.
And the episode 2
Holy
opening credits
balls.
included the weird Easter egg of Bova milk. Bova is the name of the human-cow hybrid on Wundagore Mountain who helped nurse Wanda and Pietro as infants. So all of this is not just
dude.
comics, folks. These are major details from Wanda's origin that both WandaVision and Multiverse of Madness
shit.
are adapting
Head hurts.
into the live-action MCU to explain Wanda's present condition and the threats she and Doctor Strange now face in this film.
We gotta slow down a little bit. I mean, this is just like indisputable at this point.
Yeah.
There's just way too much. Normally, I think, like when we're diving into this stuff, it's mainly just a lot of theories. And here, this just seems like evidence upon evidence upon evidence upon evidence right now. There's already all kinds of theories. I know the one about normal mutants already happening is something that has been theorized like plenty by this point all across the board.
Well, I mean, looking at this, it makes you go back to that time of WandaVision and think, okay, with the whole Mephisto wave, you know, things you might have gone, those are probably just cheeky nods to older things from the comic books that aren't going to actually come to fruition. It feels like you could probably go back and revisit a bunch of those things now and go, hey, maybe they were actually doing a long game hint sesh with things like Bova Milk. I mean, it seems like it would set it up and be very rewarding to then have people go, oh, wow, there was something to all that mysticism that we were speculating on during WandaVision way back.
Yeah, it sounds like this is a sequel to WandaVision, or WandaVision is like that prequel novel that comes out before a movie.
Yeah, exactly. If you want to know more, go watch that.
It looks like Chthon is going to be revealed as the original source of Wanda's chaos magic, but in the MCU, her powers have expanded far beyond what Chthon likely intended, because in addition to her mutant status, in the MCU continuity, she became a test subject for Hydra for Infinity Stone experimentation. Her exposure to the Mind Stone was the moment her sorcery amplified, so that only then had she witnessed a vision of her Scarlet Witch future. So it was really Chthon's curse plus her mutant gene plus cosmic radiation from an Infinity Stone that resulted in her becoming a Nexus being, one that can use the Darkhold to do what other dark sorcerers who bore it in the past could not, to split herself into at least two equally conscious projected Schrodinger selves and navigate alternate universes within the multiverse. That perfect storm of influences is what makes Wanda unique, why the Illuminati fears her so much, and why Chthon has now returned to reclaim his host. Perhaps even the voices of her children that Wanda thought she heard was actually the voice of Chthon making his first move. And now here in the second Doctor Strange film, as the actions of Stephen Strange cause reality to melt into dark matter, feeding on that madness might be Chthon from the Flickering Realms, and now his well-fed minions are spilling out of that dimensional dam. So back in WandaVision, yeah, it was Agatha all along in Westview, but based on her worship of that ram head, she was likely one of those many sorcerers over the ages who gave up her soul for the Darkhold's power.
Scarlet Witch
That
is so powerful.
what her fingers fading to black is all about. It's a connection to Chthon and the dark beings from his realm. And now that connection is carried by Wanda. We can already see in trailer footage how those stains start at just her fingertips, but then work their way down.
Oh my
her
God.
body.
Damn.
Chthon is
That's
now
a good
in control of his host, and Multiverse of Madness will show us how that curse will have a lasting impact on the multiverse and on Wanda's fellow mutants. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at EA Voss. Follow New Rockstars, subscribe to New Rockstars for more analysis of everything you love. Thanks for watching. Bye.
My God, it's gonna be sci-fi and supernatural. and a whole bunch of cameos and a whole bunch of characters, and we got to uncover witchcraft lore.
And we're gonna have time for all that.
All that.
To feel satisfying.
I know,
Well
right?
fleshed out.
The more we hear about this, it's like this is one of those things where a lot of times movies get so over theorized where like so much of it does not end up coming true. But with everything we're seeing from the trailers alone and from what they're presenting in their marketing, it does feel like we're doing just a big cluster of stuff. And my only concern is, will this smoothly play out? That's my only concern. Other than that, I have all the faith in Marvel. Guys, leave your thoughts down below. Thanks for being here. Holy balls.